welcome to Daily Dispatch powered by HSBC. I'm Priya Sheth, and joining me on this conversation is Jitendra Sharma from Hair Originals. Thank you very much, Jitendra, for joining us today. I want to begin by talking to you a little bit about the $30 million that you recently raised, funding that's come in a very interesting way as well via Shark Tank. So tell us a little bit about what this funding means to you, and how would you be utilizing these funds?
Okay, first of all, thanks for inviting me here. So my name is Jitendra Sharma. So I'm founder of Hair Originals. Yes, you mentioned it right, especially getting the funds from the sharks who are the stalwarts of the Indian startup industry. And since we are dealing with a very unique product, which is actually human hair extensions and wigs, that is still, I would say, a very niche and a new segment when it comes to the Indian market. So I would say it's not only about the funding coming from them, it's also about the validation which this segment has received, and people are getting more and more curious about it. Talking about how we are going to utilize these funds. So again, we are talking about a $14 billion market size industry globally. So these funds are first of all going to be used for ramping up our supply chain and the production capacity. And apart from that, we really want to start educating people via different forms of marketing to especially all those women who are suffering from hair loss, or those who wants to aspirationally use such products for the volume of the hair or the length of the hair. And the most important thing, not damaging their hair with the chemical of the color, rather getting an alternative to that. So that is where we are going to spend most of our funds to. And also, since we come from a tech background, we also want to use this part of this funding to develop the AR, VR, or using the artificial intelligence, so that people can see how they are going to look like having their before afters, something like a lens cart model, you can say.
Right. So in terms of the kind of product offerings and the plans out there for 2022, what is your plan in terms of new categories? What are you going to be launching, and how is it going to be hitting the market?
So we talk about, first of all, India. So India, we already launched it here, but now since we have been getting wonderful response, so our plan is that we are almost in about 20 cities currently, but we aggressively want to reach out to the end consumers as well as to the salons. And we have a target of at least reaching out within 50 cities, and a target of reaching an ARR of around 100 CR in the next 15 to 16 months.
In terms of, you've said that you're looking at reaching into newer cities as well. What is the kind of go-to-market strategy that you have? Will it be mostly online? Will you be also having an offline presence out there? How would you be, going ahead with this?
So basically, our whole objective is to make this completely online. However, when we talk about our product offerings, so we have two sort of product broad categories. One is which is DIY hair extensions, wherein we can directly, end consumers can directly buy those products from our website at the right price and 100% natural quality. That is something we anyways we would be doing directly online or a D2C. Apart from that, the second category, which is very, I would say, popular, is the permanent hair extensions. However, such products need service of a salon or a stylist. So for that also, what we want to do is that we take the whole consumer journey right from the product to getting that whole installation. So for that, we are also onboarding many partner salons in different cities, so that any consumer sitting in any city of India can actually buy these right products and can also get free installation in their own city. This also will be done via our website. But again, in order to have the salon partners with us, there would also be certain part which would still remain offline as well, but will slowly move towards the complete online journey.
Right, you said you use real hair extensions in all your products. So tell us a little bit about the sourcing. How does the sourcing happen? How does the manufacturing process take place? Do you have how many manufacturing units at this point in time?
Okay, so yes, we are talking about 100% natural human hair, and that too of the highest category. So I just want to give a brief of it first of all, because for example, if we talk about the United States, where this product or the 100% natural human hair coming from India, that too from the ethical source of temples, is very much in demand. people are ready to pay any price of it because that's the highest quality natural hair in the world, especially provided that India has a lot of Ayurveda culture, and also women, especially living in the southern part of India, use a lot of natural, oils and like mustard oils and coconut oils and all. So the strength and the quality of this hair is really something which the whole world look after for. So principally our sourcing is from the southern part of India, which is primarily the temples. When we say temple, people only think of a Tirupati, but there are many temples like this. So that is where our sourcing part comes. Then there are a lot of processes which has to be done, and we have developed also. That is about how the hair would be segregated. When we talk about hair, there will be some sort of hair which are like, people have dyed. So color might not come onto them like the way people would want. So a lot of segregation processes, a lot of visual segregation. Then we are bringing in technology into it, automation into it. After that, different sort of such products are manufactured. That is where we do this end-to-end, from sourcing to supplier to the end consumer. We take that whole journey along. And talking about the manufacturing unit, so we started with Indore. That is where we did our pilot R&D plant. Then currently, because our offices are also based in Gurgaon, so we always want that our manufacturing capacities are closer to our offices or our dispatch centers. So we currently have another one in Gurgaon, but now we want to move towards the smaller cities also, because it's a part of a skill development also. Just to give you an example, if we talk about Gurgaon, so we have around 40 to 45 women who are actually, you can say, who are from the weaker section of the society, and who were looking for opportunities. So we have skilled them, we have provided them skill training. They were probably doing a house help somewhere and all, and now they are respectively doing this within our factories, and that's our model to take it even in the smaller cities. That's where we are getting, and we are getting some proposals from Skill India Mission of Government of India as well.
Right, interesting. And maybe just wanted to ask you a final question before I let you go. In the next 3 to 5 years, where do you see Hair Originals going in terms of overall revenues, in terms of market reach? What kind of targets do you have?
Okay, so as we mentioned, the market size is around $14 billion for this industry. And if we talk about a CAGR, it's somewhere around a 12.4%. So that means every 5 to 7 years, the similar existing market is being created as well. So since hair coming from India is like, with this word hair, if Indian word is attached, its perceived value further increases. It's same like yoga, if I can say so. So we see a huge market opportunity. And since, and first of all, for the next 1.5 years, we would focus aggressively to capture the majority of the Indian market. And then simultaneously, we also want to launch, especially in the US, which is in itself around 40% of the global market size. So eventually our target is that in next 4 to 5 years of the global market size, we would want to capture somewhere around a 10% of the market size in there. And the reason why we want to say that is because since we are manufacturing right and we are sourcing right from the source, and then we are removing the middlemen, even when we are talking about, let's say, sending this product across to, let's say, US or any other consumer around the world, on the price points also and on the quality points. So our aim is that we provide the best quality product at a better price because we are removing the middleman from the process. So that is how our vision is like, and that is how we want to go about it. And there are already certain companies around the world which are doing revenues of $150 million already in different countries. So this looks very achievable.
All right, Jitendra, thank you very much for joining us today. It's been a pleasure speaking with you. Thanks so much, and we wish you all the very best in your journey.